Teen mom alum Kaylin Lowry is now dragging her eldest child Isaac into her homeless struggles. There is no doubt she has been through a lot in her life. Yet she appears to be rewriting history, and it is not sitting well with her followers. So what exactly did she say to turn people's heads? Keep reading for more details. Kaylin Lowry drags Isaac into homeless struggles. Things were not easy for Kaylin Lowry, as she showed on 16 and Pregnant. Her relationship with her mother was awful, so she went to live with her boyfriend and baby daddy, Joe Rivera. His parents embraced and welcomed Kaylin and their unborn grandson. Unfortunately, Kaylin and Joe ended their relationship after Isaac was born, so she fell on hard times. She was cast on the MTV spin-off, Teen Mom, but did have other sources of income. Still, she had to go to a homeless shelter for a period before she landed on her feet. Kaylin Lowry Kale went on to meet and marry Javi Marroquin, with whom she had a son, Lincoln, but that ended in divorce. She graduated college and had 2 more sons with ex, Chris Lopez. Kaylin found success as an author and podcaster. She exited Teen Mom and continued her podcast career. Her baby days were not over, as she fell in love with Elijah Scott, and they welcomed a son and twins, a boy and a girl. Recently, she has been talking about her past, and her time in a homeless shelter has come back up. Kaylin Lowry. She told her Coffee Convo's co-host, Lindsay Chrisley, that Isaac stayed in the bed with her at the shelter as there were no cribs. Kaylin Lowry then told her friend Becky the shelter story, but claimed it was fine because she had to get on her feet. Yet fans found it strange that in her book, she noted she had to go to the shelter for 2 days to qualify for assistance. However, in that version, Isaac stayed with Joe. It was all shared on Chatter, but which story is true? Fans have questions. Some followers did not really get the discrepancies between the stories Kaylin Lowry told. They felt they were similar enough, so they did not understand the big deal. Yet others had some questions and maybe a few answers. I don't get it. The story seems to check out. I noticed she does this a lot with very small, obvious things as well. Lies about a lot of stuff. I don't get why I don't care for her, but I'm wondering if she had to lie as a child. Try listening to the episode to get the full context. She said she was living in a homeless shelter and had Isaac, meaning she was homeless and had a child. Some people just have nothing to do, so there's a lot of mixed reactions to Kaylin's story, and she has people fighting for her. It is hard to understand unless someone has been in her shoes. Isaac appears to be happy with his mother and siblings, so that is all that matters. Do you think Kaylin needs to get her story straight, or does it not even matter? Let us know in the comments below. Kaylin Lowry, renowned for her appearance on MTV's hit reality series Teen Mom, finds herself once again at the center of controversy. The mother of 4, who has long shared her tumultuous life journey with fans and followers, has recently made statements that have sparked heated debates across social media platforms. This time, the focus is on her recent recounting of her past struggles with homelessness, and more specifically, her decision to involve her eldest son, Isaac, in her narrative. The reactions have been mixed, with supporters defending her and critics questioning her storytelling, leading to a broader discussion about authenticity, trauma, and the boundaries of sharing personal history. A life marked by struggles and resilience. Kaylin Lowry's journey has been anything but smooth. She first rose to fame as a teenager on 16 and Pregnant, where her relationship with her own mother was portrayed as strained and tumultuous. Following her pregnancy with Isaac, her first child with then-boyfriend Joe Rivera, Kaylin moved in with Joe's parents, who warmly welcomed her into their home. Despite this support, her relationship with Joe was tumultuous, and after Isaac's birth, the couple's relationship ended. Kaylin faced the challenge of single motherhood at a young age, navigating the complexities of raising a child while dealing with her own personal issues. Her early struggles were publicly documented as she appeared on Teen Mom, a show that chronicled her experiences as a young mother trying to build a life for herself and her son. During this period, Kaylin faced financial hardships, and her story of homelessness became a part of her narrative. She revealed that she had to spend time in a homeless shelter to qualify for assistance, shedding light on the difficulties many young single mothers face in trying to get back on their feet. From hardship to success. Despite the early setbacks, Kaylin's resilience shone through. She went on to graduate from college, earning her degree while balancing her responsibilities as a mother. Over the years, she built a multifaceted career as an author, podcast host, and social media influencer, gradually transitioning away from her MTV reality show appearances. Her entrepreneurial pursuits and media presence have made her a prominent figure in the world of reality TV and digital media. Kaylin has 4 sons: Isaac, Lincoln, and her younger children with ex-boyfriend Chris Lopez, as well as a recent addition, twins, a boy and a girl, with her current partner, Elijah Scott. Her journey has been marked by multiple relationships, marriages, and separations, each adding layers to her complex narrative of love, loss, and perseverance. The recent controversy, recounting homelessness and involving Isaac. The controversy erupted when Kaylin Lowry took to her podcast, Coffee Convos, co-hosted with Lindsay Chrisley, to recount her past hardships. During the episode, Kaylin described her experience in a homeless shelter, stating that her son Isaac had slept in her bed because there were no cribs available. She shared that she stayed in the shelter for a period, emphasizing that her primary focus was on getting back on her feet. However, the story took a strange turn when Kaylin later mentioned to her friend Becky that Isaac had stayed with her during her time in the shelter. This narrative conflicted with her account in her memoir, where she claimed that Isaac was with Joe during her brief shelter stay, and she only spent 2 days in the shelter herself to qualify for assistance. Fans and followers quickly noticed the discrepancies, raising questions about the consistency of her stories. In her book, Kaylin described her experience as a young mother facing homelessness, with Isaac with his father at the time. But in her recent podcast comments, she painted a picture of Isaac being with her during her shelter stay, which some fans found confusing and inconsistent. Fans react. Discrepancies and debates. The reactions from fans have been swift and varied. Some followers argue that the differences in her stories are minor and could be attributed to memory lapses or the passage of time. Others see these inconsistencies as problematic, questioning her credibility and honesty, especially given her history of sharing personal details publicly. One fan commented, "I don't get it. The story seems to check out. I noticed she does this a lot with very small, obvious things as well. Lies about a lot of stuff. I don't get why I don't care for her, but I'm wondering if she had to lie as a child." Many viewers suggested that perhaps Kaylin's tendency to alter details might stem from her childhood experiences or a desire to craft a certain narrative for her audience. Others pointed out that Kaylin's stories, though differing in specifics, share a common theme: her resilience in overcoming hardship. So there's a lot of mixed reactions to Kaylin's story, and she has people fighting for her. It is hard to understand unless someone has been in her shoes, one fan wrote. Isaac appears to be happy with his mother and siblings, so that's all that matters. Does it matter? The debate over Kaylin's storytelling raises broader questions about the importance of accuracy versus the emotional truth. For many, her experiences of homelessness and hardship serve as inspiration and a testament to her strength. For others, inconsistencies diminish her credibility, leading to skepticism about her motives and honesty.